Top tonight, the Corpus Christi Housing Authority's board slammed the brakes on giving tax-exempt status to a number of apartment complexes around town.
The Housing Authority has already entered into a number of deals that make that offer in return for the complexes using a certain amount of their units for low-income residents. Our Michael Gibson is here now with more on how this change of direction came about. Michael?
The board paused the program, which had already taken over $300 million in taxable properties off our tax rolls. The county and the city were set to lose millions of more dollars if the plan wasn't stopped. Well, Mayor Paulette Guajardo was able to appoint 3 brand new members to that board, and they helped to put a halt to the plan for now. 3 new faces are now calling the shots over at the Corpus Christi Housing Authority after Mayor Paulette Guajardo appointed former Mayor Joe McComb and former City Councilman Greg Smith and a 3rd member to the board. Their mission? Re-examine housing deals that critics say would gut city and county property tax revenues by allowing the Housing Authority to partner with local apartment complexes to remove their properties from the tax rolls in exchange for offering low-income housing.
The effect on the Nueces County, the city of Corpus Christi, Del Mar, all the entities, I've heard as much as $15 to $16 million a year that takes off the tax rolls for something that I think are very suspect transactions.
With this latest tax avoidance scheme, however, there is no housing authority management of the units, only the diversion of tax obligations for the benefit of private, out-of-state corporate entities.
But not everyone's ready to toss the plan in the trash. Advocates for low-income housing warn that scrapping these deals could hurt vulnerable residents.
But to see that change is going to impact an awful lot of people. They're now on very long waiting lists.
Despite the debate, the new board hit the brakes, putting a pause on any pending deals tied to those controversial tax breaks.
And when you get multiple elected bodies that all agree unanimously that this was not the proper way to proceed, I think that sends a pretty strong message.
What has been closed is about $350 million, and there's a little over $400 million in pending projects. What we did today was to put a pause on any pending project.
We paused everything, and I think that's going to slow this process down so everybody can kind of get their heads around it and find out what the good, the bad, and the ugly are of this thing.
Both Greg Smith and Joe McComb say this is just a 30-day pause, and it will give the entire board time to figure out what, if anything, it wants to do about that tax break plan moving forward. Leslie, Mike.